Hello YouTube and welcome to the first video of the Grim Tool Zone. Today we will be looking at Craftsman deals, which you can find online and in store. So if you enjoy this type of content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It'll really help out the channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tool deals and the video. So we are going to be starting off with the 6-gallon single stage portable electric Pancake air compressor. That will include 3 tools. That will include the 2 nail guns and the stapler there. This price is going to go ahead and go for $199. So if you find that a good deal, feel free to pick one up. And there is also a similarly priced items we will check next. Similar to the last item, this will include 3 nailers instead of 1 stapler there, as you can see, but feel free to pick which one you need. Next, we have the 6-gallon Pancake compressor by itself. This is actually a nice, decent Pancake compressor if you are looking to get a compressor for home use or job site use. So again, for $99, it's a pretty decent price. I have seen these sell out in the past before last year, so feel free to pick one up if you are looking for a compressor. Moving on, this is the V20 2.5-gallon Pancake compressor with the brushless motor, currently going for $179. So if you are interested in a cordless V20 option, this is a pretty good compressor for the price. Next, moving on to the actual tool deals here. This is going to be the Craftsman 6-tool combo set for $299. However, this is regular price. We do not advise to actually get this tool set. Instead, we're going to be actually trying to get the 8-tool combo set, which for the price you are getting 2 more additional tools. If you see, you are getting the Orbital Sander and that jigsaw there for the price of $279. So for actually $20 less, you are getting 2 more tools. Again, that oscillating tool and that light, I have both of those. They are pretty decent. Again, the other tools there that you're getting are the jigsaw and the Orbital Sander. So overall, a pretty decent kit. All these tools are brushed, but for a homeowner or DIYer, these are actually pretty decent tools. So for $279, you are pretty much getting the essential tools that you'll need for somebody who doesn't have any tools or looking to get into tools. This does come with 2 bags and a charger with 2 2-amp-hour batteries. Again, these tools are all brushed. Don't expect to get too much life out of them, but if you're somebody who's going to be using them once in a while, this is actually a pretty decent kit if you don't already have anything. Or if you were just looking for a single tool, you could pick up the 20-volt impact driver, including 1 battery and charger. That's going to go ahead and go for $59. Again, you could pick up just a single tool, or if you were also looking for the drill driver, you could pick this up for $59 as well. Both of these tools are brushed. They are good for DIYers, but if you just need a single tool to get the job done, these 2 tool offerings are actually pretty decent. Or if you were looking for the combo kit, you could essentially pick up the 2 tool with the drill driver and the impact driver for $99. Again, if you're just starting to get off in tools or just want to get into the Craftsman line, for $99 for the 2 tools with the bag, charger, and 2-amp-hour batteries is actually a pretty good buy. So feel free to pick one of these up if you are interested. And now moving on to one of the BOGO deals, we have the brushed circular saw and the brushed drill driver with 2 2-amp-hour batteries and I believe a bag. This will go for $149 if we check the price in cart. However, I have seen this over for $129 in the past. However, it did not include the BOGO deals, which are the free tools that you can get if you purchase the kit. So there are some pretty decent deals or some pretty decent tools that you can actually pick up when you purchase this kit. So again, you can actually take a look. We do have the brushed angle grinder there. You are getting that Recep Saw, which you technically are already getting, the Orbital Sander, the multi-tool oscillating kit, the radio, the 4-amp-hour battery, the brushless reciprocating saw, and the 3/4-inch ratchet. However, if you are going to be picking up this kit, we do recommend that 4-amp-hour battery for optimal use with the circular saw. You could potentially pick up the brushless reciprocating saw, but not much runtime with those 2-amp-hour batteries. Moving on to the other tools, that multi-tool there is actually a pretty good buy. Since it is a kit, you do get another 2-amp-hour battery. Again, with the Orbital Sander, the circular saw, or the angle grinder, not much runtime with those 2-amp-hour batteries. Also moving on to the radio, decent buy for that radio, but not much runtime with those 2-amp-hour batteries. Same story with that brushless reciprocating saw, or you could pick up the 3/4-inch ratchet, as you're not really going to be using it to break anything free that you really need any high torque for. And now moving on to some of the V20 kits, you can pick up this 15-piece V20 Oscillating Multi-Tool for $99. Again, this is not the best oscillating tool, however, it's not the worst. It has decent rubber overmolding, the clamp is really easy to use, and a variable speed, and a 2 amp hour battery with a bag and some other pieces to get you started. However, if you were looking to save a little more money, there is also an option for $79, which is going to include not 15 pieces, but is going to have a little bit less. It's going to go ahead and have 11 pieces in total. So if you were looking to save $20 extra, you could potentially pick one of these up. These are actually pretty decent tools. They're not going to perform the same level of a Milwaukee, DeWalt, or Makita, but pretty good inexpensive oscillating toolkit, we think. And now moving on to some of the battery deals here, we just wanted to go over how ridiculously priced one 4 amp hour battery from Craftsman is, and looking at some of the current offerings, which you can actually pick up two 4 amp hour batteries here for $79. So essentially you're buying one battery for $20 less and getting a free battery there in the process. So pretty good deal, we think, there. And if we check over to some of the other competitors currently, you can actually see that this is a really decent price. Over on Amazon, they do have two batteries for $114. So we think the option currently from Lowe's is actually a really good deal. Or you can actually just pick up two 2 amp hour batteries there for $59. Normally just one battery by itself goes for $79. So again, you're paying $20 less for one battery and then getting another free battery there in the process. So overall, pretty decent deal on Craftsman batteries right now. Moving on to the second and perhaps better BOGO deal is the Craftsman starter kit with the 4 amp hour battery and the fast charger, so the better charger and a pretty capable battery. Again, you're getting a free tool for $99, same tools as the past BOGO deal. However, we actually think this is a better deal. So moving on, I would actually recommend getting that Recep Saw. You're getting a brushless Recep Saw, compact and powerful. You don't have an extendable shoe, but the shoe is adjustable. And we would also recommend getting that radio there. Getting the radio for that price and the battery is actually a steal. Again, that's actually a pretty nice radio for the actual price point that you're getting. Decent sound. And moving on, we'd probably pass on the 4 amp hour batteries. You can get two for $79, just excluding the charger. You could get the ratchet, but it'll make it a little bit bulky. And again, you're not really trying to bust lug nuts again with that. So probably take a pass unless you need it. Moving on, you could potentially get that oscillating toolkit, but it'll just make the tool a little bulky. So if you just need more runtime, you could potentially pick it up since you are getting a 2 amp hour battery. You could get the Orbital Sander, but we're going to talk about an upcoming deal. You could potentially get that circular saw if you do need one, or we'd actually recommend getting the angle grinder as well. Again, Workshop Addict made a video on it. It's actually a pretty decent grinder and it is better than it looks. It is brushed though, so if you do need an angle grinder, you could potentially pick that one up if you really need an angle grinder, but we'd recommend getting the radio or the Recep Saw instead. Those are better buys. Next, moving on to another of the Craftsman deals here, we do have the 10-inch 15-amp sliding miter saw there for $189. Not going to perform as well as its Stanley Black & Decker DeWalt cousin. However, if you just need a sliding miter saw there, 10 inches, it's not going to break the bank. You could potentially pick one of these up. We actually think that's a pretty decent buy there for a slider, so if you do need one, feel free to pick one up. Also moving on to another miter saw there from Craftsman, you do have the 7¼ inch miter saw there with the stand for $99. Again, probably not the best miter saw, but it does have a stand included. So if you're just somebody who needs something quick, has a stand, or just kind of adamant about the space, this is a pretty good option for making straight cuts if you don't already have a miter saw. Now, moving on, we do have a table saw there for $189 for Craftsman. Again, if you're just somebody who needs a table saw, homeowner, DIYer, again, for $189, it's not going to break the bank if you just need to make straight cuts, and it's a pretty decent table saw in general. We also have a corded reciprocating saw there for Craftsman for $69. So if you're just somebody who's looking to make cuts without having to worry about batteries, this is also a pretty good buy. So we do have the V20 Orbital Sander there, tool only for $39. So we probably recommend just picking this up bare tool for $39 instead of the BOGO deal and getting another tool, as this is a pretty low price for a cordless sander there, and it is actually pretty decent. So if you enjoy this type of content, please feel free to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification. We will be doing more tool reviews from other brands as well, and we will be doing tool reviews as well in the future. So if you want to see that type of content, let us know. Let us know what other deals you would want to see, and we'll see you on the next video. So for now, take care and shop responsibly, y'all.